gentlemen, let's now look at Falodi Satta Bazaar, which has done some VIP seats. And let's look at whether what we talked to you yesterday about the BJP's arm attack. What is the arm? AAM, Arvind Kejriwal, Atishi and Manish Sisodia attack. What's happening in these VVIP seats? Well, the Falodi Satta Bazaar has really looked at the fine print and these seats. Swati, can you take us through what's happening in these seats?
Let's go through the data of what's happening in terms of the VIP seats. According to the Falodi Satta Bazaar, 65 paise on Arvind Kejriwal, so he's the favorite for Falodi Satta Bazaar, and 85 paise for Pravesh Verma. Arvind Kejriwal expected to defeat Pravesh Verma in this VVIP seat. Let's move on quickly. Let's take a look at the other VVIP seats and what's happening on those seats between the top contenders. 65 paisa means, of course, according to the Falodi Satta Bazaar, they believe Arvind Kejriwal is going to win here on the New Delhi constituency. Sorry?
Well, they haven't taken him seriously, which is why Arvind Kejriwal is at 65 paise and Pravesh Verma at 85.
The top fight is here. The top fight is here, and according to them, Arvind Kejriwal is winning this constituency. We'll keep on changing.
Sandeep would be 1 rupee 10, 1 rupee 20. That's how it works.
Yes. And according
You're better at Satta than we are, Tehseen. Thank you
Clearly,
for those
I'm not winning at Satta considering the numbers I give at times.
Okay.
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस की दाद देनी पड़ेगी. 0 सीट पे डिप्टी सीएम बनाना चाह रही है. इनकी झूठ बोलने की सेटिंग हुई है भाजपा से. इनकी कौन ज्यादा बोलेगा?
Well, Tehseen is saying confidence is the only thing. It's not a bad thing. Confidence ho, seat ho na ho, how does it matter? Tehseen, way to go. Which is why Rahul Gandhi campaigned the least, just 10 days. He was in Vietnam.
Navika, he campaigned more in Delhi once we get the result than he did in Maharashtra.
Well, Vietnam apart, everybody else had hit the campaign trail. But yes, this is Kalka ji. Can we look at New Delhi and Kalka ji? Can we look at Jangpura?
It's here. Jangpura seat, Manish Sisodia 50 paise on Manish Sisodia and 70 paise on Tarvinder Singh Marwa. So their clear favorite is Manish Sisodia in Jangpura.
Well, so let me ask Siddharth Yadav. Siddharth Yadav, if these three seats on which the BJP had put a target on, if these are not being won by the BJP, does your plan go completely awry? And I'm not saying this is the Falodi Satta Bazaar that is looking at these seats and giving them to the Aam Aadmi Party.
I think, Navika, it is a 2 days happiness the Satta Bazaar is giving to the Aam Aadmi Party. When the results come out on the 8th, I can say this on your show and I repeat, all three results of all three seats which you have just shown are going to be reversed. Bharatiya Janata Party is winning the New Delhi seat. We are winning.
We have the numbers coming in, the two POP, poll of polls numbers that we have on the screen. 39 to 45 seats for the BJP, says JVC, sitting with us here in the studio. Metris gives 35 to 40. Both of them give the edge to the BJP. Two polls that have come out so far. Aam Aadmi Party gets 22 to 31 in JVC poll, 32 to 37 in the Metris poll. Congress, well, at best gets 2, worst gets 1 seat, and others gets 1. Look at it this way. According to the two polls, the average number is the BJP 37 to 43 and the Aam Aadmi Party 27 to 34, 0 to about 2 seats to the Congress Party, 1 seat to the others. Anmol Pawar, shocked?
Swati ji was smiling behind you. ये भी विश्वास नहीं कर पा रही कि ये सही है. जैसे दिल्ली की
Swati's smile only shows that people who work in Times now are extremely happy people. Well, all right. So we are all happy.
Yes.
Our index frankly doesn't matter. Anand Ranganathan. हमें क्या लेना देना? कोई जीते कोई हारे, हमने तो हर साल आके exit poll ही करने.
Navika, so my prediction is right. My prediction is right. If if these poll of polls is going to be believed, you are going to Ludhiana jail.
What is your problem, Anand Ranganathan? I thought you were a friend. Why are you sending me to Ludhiana jail?
No, but listen.
You are going to Tirupati Balaji.
In the annals,
You are going to Tirupati Balaji.
In the annals of when they will list out the reasons why Kejriwal lost. One second. One
They don't have law and order.
In the annals of politics, when they write out and chart out the reasons why Kejriwal lost, I am not saying this just because I am here and I am your friend. The top would be Sheesh Mahal exposed by you. It's a fact.
But let me, JVC, according to me, these are extremely enthusiastic and, extremely on one side numbers. Can you give us the reason why you have, got this kind of...
Navika ji, from 1993 till 2020, whether it's an assembly election or a Lok Sabha election, but for 2013, Delhi votes in a decisive manner. When they want to root out somebody, they send a message. Whether it was in 1998, BJP was thrown out. It took very difficulty for them to come back. In 2013, it was a peculiar situation where people were confused whether to choose BJP, where Modi ji is going to become the Prime Minister, or there is a new novel phase coming in the name of Arvind Kejriwal. Confused mandate. But for that, look at 2015, look at 2020. When I went to the ground, when my team went to the ground, what we saw, particularly in rural Delhi, you go to Narela, you go to Burari, you go to Bijwasan, Najafgarh, wherever you go, what you saw was open drainage. What you saw was people paying money to buy water. You can go to Karol Bagh, open the tap and recharge. You get water recharge for 30 rupees per month. But it gets broken because mud water is coming. I saw right in front of my eyes. You go to JG clusters, you go to Balmiki colony near the Balmiki temple, and they tell me this was a house built by Modi ji. But go to the other cluster and you see there, it's sinking. And you go to another cluster where the toilets are going to be 5 toilets to be used by hundreds of people and people standing in queue. That is Kejriwal model of governance. And this is an anger election, which this is not Sheesh Mahal.
Election. I'm coming to you. Anmol Pawar wants to
right.
See, I have figures of the past also. In 2013, the same exit poll showed 4 seats. We got 28. In 2015, they showed 45. We got 67. In 2020, the survey showed 55. We got 62. And in Punjab also, the survey showed 57 and we got 92. But I must appreciate JVC for arguing better than BJP spokesperson. Inka bas chale to ye America mein bhi Bhajpa ki sarkar.
No, it's not.
All right, Siddharth Yadav. I'm coming to you. Siddharth Yadav. At the moment, only 2 polls on the screen, and these 2 polls, if you look at the average number, well, the BJP seems to have the edge. Early days yet, other polls have still to give their predictions. So when you take 2 which are on one side, maybe there'll be the next 1 or 2 that will come which will be on the other side. We'll know. But at the moment, the BJP has the edge. Are you taking this with a pinch of salt, or is it a done deal? What do you think?
Navika, the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson was ready with the numbers of discrepancy which the earlier polls have shown clearly proves that he was very well prepared, that the polls, the mood of the Delhi, any voter that you ask, everybody is going to say that BJP is winning. The Aam Aadmi Party has come very prepared. They are very well prepared. He has the data wherever in the past polls have predicted less than what they have got. But this time, what your polls are showing, the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to get even more than that. This is an election.
Well, another poll has come. Another poll has come. People's Insight. I don't know who owns this poll, but this is another poll that has come in. 40 to 44 to the BJP, 25 to 29 to the Aam Aadmi Party, Congress 0 to 1, others 0. Again, the edge is to the BJP. Vivek Srivastava, does this make you nervous? Because 3 polls so far that have been seen on various platforms, all the 3 polls are giving edge to the BJP.
No, I mean, it's not possible. It will not happen. Jitni marji dubki prime minister laga le, it's not going to work. People of this city don't vote on the basis of religion or caste. They vote on the basis of economics. And economics of the lower middle class, the JJ clusters, the Purvanchalis, the immigrants who are working, that is with Kejriwal at the best, and the Congress is trying to
that way. All right. So, joining me this evening on the broadcast is Mr. Virender Sharma ji. Virendra Sachdeva ji, who's joining the broadcast this evening, and Virendra Sachdeva ji, इस वक्त 3 polls आए हैं, JVC poll, Matrix poll, People's Insight poll, और तीनों बीजेपी को एज दे रहे हैं। 38 से 43 का एवरेज नंबर दिख रहा है। आज की पोलिंग के परसेंटेज के हिसाब से आपको लग रहा है कि ये नंबर सही होंगे? क्योंकि बहुत से लोग, और ये बहुत सा बज़ चल रहा है कि उतने लोग बाहर नहीं निकले वोट करने जितना बीजेपी ने सोचा था, इसलिए बीजेपी थोड़ी डरी हुई है। आपके हिसाब से क्या ये नंबर सही है?
आप जिस परसेंटेज की बात कर रही हैं, 5 बजे तक 58% था, और अब जो आंकड़ा आएगा मुझे लगता है वो 65% को छुएगा, और इतना मुझे लगता है दिल्ली में 65% इज़ ए गुड परसेंटेज जो पिछले चुनावों को हमने देखा है। और जहां तक सरकार बनने की बात है, तो आज आपके इस पोल से पहले लगातार पूरे चुनाव में अगर आपने देखा होगा, जनता का मूड हम देख रहे थे, हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं की मेहनत, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का नेतृत्व और जनता का आशीर्वाद। ये पहले दिन से हम कहते आ रहे हैं कि आपदा जा रही है और भाजपा आ रही है। और मैं बड़ी विनम्रता के साथ कह रहा हूं कि अभी एक श्रीमान जी ने कहा कि संगम की डुबकी काम नहीं करेगी। प्रधानमंत्री जी का हर काम करता है, उनका नेतृत्व हमेशा काम करता है, लेकिन यमुना की एक डुबकी जो हमने चुनौती देखकर अरविंद केजरीवाल को बुलाया था, वो नहीं आए थे, उस डुबकी ने यमुना को जिंदा किया है, और माँ यमुना इस बार न्याय करेगी।
पीपल्स पल्स का भी पोल आ चुका है, तो अब 4 पोल ऑफ पोल्स हैं और ये नंबर ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है।
नाविका, इफ आई कैन से, बीजेपी वाज स्लाइटली रॉन्ग बाय अ फैक्टर ऑफ 10, अब की बार 40 पार।
वेल, अनमोल जी, थोड़ा सा नर्वसनेस बढ़ा के
मैं सी आफ्टर द वोटिंग गेट्स ओवर एंड टिल द टाइम द इलेक्शन रिजल्ट्स आर अनाउंस्ड, ये ऐसा दौर होता है जब भरपूर मनोरंजन होता है टीवी शोज पे।
आपका हो रहा है
भाई, इससे ज्यादा क्या होगा? ये तो the women of Delhi have voted in record numbers this time because of our Mahila Samman Yojana and the senior citizens for the Sanjeevani scheme and with the welfare schemes which have been ongoing since last 10 years. तो जनता जो है वो काम पे वोट दे रही है, जनता गुंडागर्दी पे वोट नहीं दे रही।
आम आदमी पार्टी का कहना है कि महिलाओं ने बहुत वोट दिए हैं, कम से कम एक चीज तो तय हो गई कि ईवीएम ठीक चल रहा है, इलेक्शन कमीशन ठीक चल रहा है।
टुडे देयर आर सेवरल इंसिडेंट्स इन विश्वास नगर, इनके एमएलए कह रहे थे ठोको इन्हें। इन जंगपुरा दे वर कॉट ब्राइबिंग द वोटर्स। इन न्यू दिल्ली असेंबली दे वर मार्किंग द फिंगर्स विद इंक।
लेट हिम रिस्पॉन्ड। वीरेंद्र जी।
नाविका जी, दिल्ली की जनता, मैं इन्हीं का जवाब दे रहा हूं, दिल्ली की जनता महिला सम्मान में जो धोखा हुआ है, पंजाब में 3 साल से 1000 रुपए नहीं दिया, लोकसभा में घोषणा करने के बाद सितंबर तक नहीं दिया, उस पर वोट करेगी, इसलिए महिला समृद्धि को चुनेगी। जिस काम की बात कर रहे हैं, दिल्ली में विकास का एक काम नहीं हुआ है, दिल्ली में सिर्फ कांड हुए हैं। शीश महल का कांड हुआ है, शराब घोटाले का कांड हुआ है, जल बोर्ड का कांड हुआ है, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, पैनिक बटन, महिला सुरक्षा, कोई विभाग ऐसा नहीं है जिसमें कांड न किया हो। दिल्ली की जनता ने इस बार व्यवस्था परिवर्तन के लिए वोट दिया है। दिल्ली की जनता भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ वोट दे रही है।
बड़ी बात आप कह रहे हैं।
अब पंजाब पे आ ही गए तो ये भी बता दो, महाराष्ट्र में पैसे देने के लिए क्यों नहीं है महिलाओं को? मध्य प्रदेश में क्यों 2 करोड़ महिलाएं आज भी इंतजार कर रही हैं? ये भी बता दो साथ साथ सचदेवा जी।
महाराष्ट्र में तो 5-5 किस्तें चुनाव से पहले चली।
महाराष्ट्र में फाइनेंशियल क्राइम लास्ट मंथ आया।
एक मिनट, एक करके चलिए, आपने सवाल पूछा, मैं क्या जवाब दूंगी? वीरेंद्र जी दे रहे हैं। वीरेंद्र जी,
मैंने सही कहा था ना, जवाब उनसे पूछा, जोर इन्हें पड़ा।
चलिए,
जेवीसी साहब।
चाणक्य, अब 5 पोल्स आ गए हैं, 5 पोल्स आ गए हैं। चाणक्य स्ट्रैटेजीज, पीपल्स पल्स, पीपल्स इनसाइट, मैट्रिक्स, जेवीसी, और सब दे रहे हैं बीजेपी को 40 पार। अब एवरेज नंबर 41 to 47 बीजेपी का है, आम आदमी पार्टी 23 से 29। पोल ऑफ पोल्स का ये एवरेज है। मैं नहीं जानती पोल्स करेक्ट होते हैं नहीं होते हैं, ये पोल ऑफ पोल्स का एवरेज नंबर है, इससे ज्यादा मैं फेयर हो नहीं सकती। लेकिन वीरेंद्र सचदेवा जी वो कह रहे हैं कि पैसे की कमी महाराष्ट्र में भी दिख रही है, तो दिल्ली में कोई क्यों माने आपको?
मध्य प्रदेश में मेरा हाथ जोड़कर निवेदन है, क्योंकि एक बैठक में मुझे जाना है। हिमाचल में पैसे की कमी है, हिमाचल वालों ने हाथ जोड़ दिए। महाराष्ट्र हो, मध्य प्रदेश हो, राजस्थान हो, छत्तीसगढ़ हो, उड़ीसा हो, हरियाणा में सबों में महिला सम्मान राशि दी जा रही है। और मैं फिर कह रहा हूं, पहली कैबिनेट में निर्णय होगा, दिल्ली की 2500 रुपए दिए जाएंगे। और बहुत विनम्रता के साथ स्वीकार कर रहा हूं कि हम दिल्ली में डबल इंजन की सरकार बनाने जा रहे हैं। बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं आपको भी और सारे पैनलिस्ट जो बैठे हैं, इनका ज्ञान हमें मिलता रहेगा और उसको हम स्वीकार भी करेंगे।
जवाब तो वीरेंद्र सचदेवा जी हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हाँ, असली नतीजे तो 8 तारीख को ही आएंगे, हम फिर आपसे बात करेंगे। लेकिन इफ यू लुक एट दीज नंबर्स, आनंद रंगनाथन, व्हाट्स द सेंस दैट यू गेट?
No, I think the sense is more than people wanting the BJP. It is people not wanting up. Exactly. And you see this time and again. I mean, in this country, people win not because of their success, but because of failures of others. We've seen this time and again. And people have seen that, yes, you gave 5 years to Kejriwal, try your magic, new guy. Now, what happens when 10 years later, you have 75% of the tickets that you're giving are to people that you were calling corrupt? So, what's the difference? Nobody is explaining that. My good friend from AAP is not explaining when they were calling people from other party as corrupt. Now they've inducted all those people in your party and suddenly wo washing machine nahi hai fir.
Well, another agency has come out, P-Mark has come out with the numbers, and that's a big margin that they're giving, 39 to 49. But this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 poll of polls, the average is 41 to 48. Sabha Naqvi, are you surprised?
I mean, if this is happening, then we have to then seriously analyze the
was there an undercurrent?
That was there. No, it still seemed seat by seat to me. I did go to a few places. I didn't see one single wave. But then we'll have to analyze the end of the biggest political startup in recent Indian history.
Why do you say end?
Look, if Arvind Kejriwal loses in Delhi, it's going to have bad implications even for Punjab. Because the brand is built around Kejriwal. It's like, so that is, if the party loses, we have to wait for the real result to come.
Yeah, true. But as of now, this is as wide as it gets. 6 agencies putting out their numbers. Tehseen, I'm coming to you, Rajagopalan ji, right after Tehseen. Tehseen, what do you think?
If these numbers hold true, and that's a caveat, what this shows is one of the traditional bases that the Aam Aadmi Party had. The Valmiki base has moved towards the BJP, and the Muslim voters of the Aam Aadmi Party have been split between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. It also shows the lack of coherent stance that the Aam Aadmi Party took with issues regarding the minorities, be it Waqf, the statements at Shaheen Bagh, etc. That's one part of it. But I do agree with Sabha completely. If these numbers hold true, the Punjab government, it's a matter of days. Bhagwant Mann will go out.
Advantage Congress
will form government in Punjab.
तो कोई मिली जुली बात है कि बीजेपी दिल्ली ले लेगी, कांग्रेस पंजाब ले लेगी, ऐसा कोई डील है?
It doesn't work like that, but Punjab at the moment is struggling. Bhagwant Mann is under pressure. There have been talks within the change of system, and Arvind Kejriwal ji would want to be chief minister somewhere. He would not want to not be chief minister. The very fact that Atishi ji as a woman chief minister only had an aim, not development of Delhi, but Arvind ji as chief minister, is quite telling.
Well, now look at this. Poll Diary is the 7th one in the fray, 42 to 50 to the BJP and 18 to 25 to the Aam Aadmi Party. And if this is true, Anmol Pawar, it's a rout then. Because 20 to 28, you were at 62. If you're down to somewhere here, then it's a rout. And do you believe that there was some problems at the grassroots level which the Aam Aadmi Party may not have seen, which all of these agencies are able to see?
Navika ji, these polls are bound to go wrong. You'll get to know this on 8th. और तहसीन भाई के ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस की मैं दाद देता हूँ. ही इज इन अ डिफरेंट यूनिवर्स टुडे. जो डिप्टी सीएम 0 सीट से बना सकते हैं वो कुछ भी कह सकते हैं. एंड बट I also campaigned on ground, and over the last 2 months I observed a genuine concern with the voter of Delhi that when the Bharatiya Janata Party, who promised these facilities in the Sankalp Patra, then why didn't they implement it in the 22 states which they have been ruling for last 10 to 15 years? Yes. And in fact, they are the ones who have openly declared that they'll stop these free education, free mohalla clinic, free 24/7 electricity and water supply.
I thought it was the other way around. They gave advertisements that whatever Aam Aadmi Party is giving,
in fact,
Rajagopalan.
In their own Sankalp Patra.
Rajagopalan ji.
My understanding is Arvind Kejriwal has been proved as a liar, total liar, because the second one, 20 to 28, what I told you before, 40 to 49, that Parchi what to have, you show it to me.
And I picked up the Parchi.
Oh, so apart from that, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's demise as a political leader in the country will also ensure.
Well, I don't think you can write off.
Totally.
I don't think you can write off anybody in politics, and certainly not on the basis of exit polls. But let me get in Siddharth Yadav. Siddharth Yadav, if these are the numbers and 7 polls give the advantage to the BJP, can all 7 be wrong? Question number 1. Question number 2, how do you see the politics of the Aam Aadmi Party, the existence of the Aam Aadmi Party, and the future of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal if, and it's a big if these numbers were to hold out till the 8th of February on counting day? सिद्धार्थ, अगेन ऑन म्यूट. आज बीजेपी को बोलने का मन नहीं कर रहा है क्या? बार बार म्यूट बटन दबा रहे हैं आप अपना ही.
भगवान भी नहीं चाहते
कि इतना झूठ बोला जाए. I'm sorry, some issue at my end, it gets muted every time. I'm sorry. I think one thing is for sure, the numbers are going to increase, and especially in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party, that is for sure.
But I wish to say one thing to my friend. 49 का तो अपर लिमिट है ही.
अभी जाएंगे नाविका जी. आप देखना 8 तारीख तक देखना है. मैं आज ज्यादा इसलिए भी नहीं कहना चाह रहा क्योंकि 2 दिन की खुशी बची है आम आदमी पार्टी के हमारे दोस्तों की, तो वो खुशी मनाए. टीवी पे बैठे हैं, बहुत प्रेशर है वैसे भी. सारे पोल ऑफ पोल्स दिखा रहे हैं कि उनकी बिल्कुल हालत टाइट है, उसके बावजूद उनने स्माइल बना रखी है. बट आई थिंक वी जस्ट एंड आई विल से वन थिंग इन दिस इलेक्शन, वी जस्ट सेड वन थिंग. जिन लोगों को आम आदमी पार्टी के मोहल्ला क्लिनिक से फेवर हुआ, उनको कुछ सहूलियत मिली, वो उनको वोट कर दें. जिनको नहीं मिला वो हमको वोट करें. The people who are benefited on medical, people who had pakka sewer lines, people who saw the Yamuna clean, people who had access to clean water, go and vote for Arvind Kejriwal. The people who did not have these things, the false promises of 11 years, should come and vote for Bharatiya Janata Party.
Well, Ram Pratap Singh ji, one more pollster, and that is DV Research, 36 to 44 to the BJP, 26 to 34 to the Aam Aadmi Party, and 0 to the Congress, 0 to others. 8 polls out so far, and the average of 8 polls gives the lead, gives the government in Delhi to the BJP. Would you want to contest some of these numbers? Because it's a one-way prediction. I think Ram Pratap ji, we've lost that connection with him.
Navika, Chief Minister.
Well, Vivek Srivastava, do you think all these 8 can be wrong?
Yeah, they can be wrong, and I think Mili Juli Sarkar.
I love the simplicity of that explanation.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen it with 400 Par also.
He's better than
you were there, I was there. It was the same channel, the same studio. So I don't think that. Yes, I respect the people who do exit polls. People work hard. That respect should be given, but many a times they are not accurate. With all the anti-incumbency, I want to ask a simple question to the BJP spokesperson. आप कह रहे हैं साहब जिसको बेनिफिट नहीं मिला वो हमें वोट देगा, तो इसका मतलब 11 साल से बेनिफिट मिल रहा था ना. आप यही कहना चाहते हैं. मोहल्ला क्लिनिक 11 साल से काम कर रही थी. Hospitals were working, education institutes were working, schools were good, and now suddenly in 6 months you are saying that they are turning back.
Well, I don't know if they were working. Why are the people, giving different answers to the polling agencies? But let me get in Ram Pratap ji. Ram Pratap ji, 8 agencies, 8 of them are giving the BJP, and none of them are on the fence. Everybody, somebody is 35 upwards, 39 upwards, 40 upwards, 51 upwards, 39 upwards. Everyone is giving them a majority. I want to ask you, Ram Pratap ji, can all 8 agencies get it wrong? Was something happening on the ground which probably you or the Aam Aadmi Party failed to see?
Well, these very same agencies have gone wrong horribly in the past. So that is something which I really don't want to comment about.
But all of them together?
Yeah, you look at so many previous elections, I mean, all of them have gone wrong at some stage, and sometimes they are very accurate. So I would want to hold on till the 8th.
All right, we'll hold on till then. But Anmol, does it make you a little nervous?
भाजपा का 400 पार का ढोल भी फट गया था लोकसभा में.
पर डायरेक्शन रॉन्ग नहीं था. पर डायरेक्शन रॉन्ग नहीं था.
There are several instances.
सरकार उन्होंने ही बनाई.
Navika ji, there are several instances, as I have even pointed out in Punjab also. There were more than 20 these pollsters who predicted that AAP will get a majority in 2017, and they predicted that we'll get only 52 seats in 2022. But what happened? Eventually, it was the Aam Aadmi Party who formed a government with a decisive mandate. And in Delhi also.
All right. So but let me come to the pollster here. Amongst us, JVC did the survey on the ground. Did you find this uniformly across Delhi that there was anger? Because many people are referring to this as an anger referendum.
It was an anger election. And the more you went away from the city, the rural parts, the Jat-dominated parts, and also the Valmiki and the SC-dominated parts, the more pronounced it was, because it was not just anger. It was, we had faith on you, we thought you will do it, you came as a glimmer of hope, and you were not that. And it was not just a politician. They saw him as a noble man, and when his face got exposed, it was not anger. It was, Shekhar Iyer used the word exasperation. They want to teach a lesson. They went to the polling booth today, not for anything else, to teach a lesson to Arvind Kejriwal that you cheated we people who trusted you with 67 seats and 62 seats. And that was happening.
I want to ask JVC a question. So what you're saying is this is a vote not for the BJP,
no.
anti, but if these numbers are true, that also means the MIM has got some vote.
Yes, that's why I'm giving you 0 to 1. I'm giving 0 to 1 there.
Don't mind.
In the others.
Don't mind, but मैं एक चीज कहना चाहता हूँ.
हाँ बोलिए, मैं तो बना रहा हूँ डेप्यूटी से.
0 seats वाले इतना speaking time ले रहे हैं कि बिल्कुल there is absolutely no balance in the time that you consume.
0 seats वाले पंजाब में सरकार बना.
I want to ask you, if this is the number, and we've been journalists on the ground for too many decades. Don't want to count, gives our age away, but the fact of the matter is, if it is one-sided like this, then clearly something would have happened on the ground. Do you believe?
Yes, Navika, I certainly think so. And if you're seeing each of these polls, whatever there is giving a clear majority to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Like I said, a lot of people felt it was close. But if that is so, but I don't think there was a one wave. I think it's been managed seat by seat by seat. And I think the incarceration of the AAP leadership, loss of their own cadre, presuming this is correct, would have all played a factor in this.
Rajagopalan.
Buy one, get one free is a modern technology and advertisement style. But here in Aam Aadmi Party, lose one, lose other also.
Okay. Anmol Pawar. The point that JVC makes, let's just pick up the point. Is there a situation, because Arvind Kejriwal, after India against corruption and the movement that you started then, we all as reporters have reported from there in 2011, and we've seen Arvind Kejriwal trying to bring the alternate politics to the fore. The reason why, he became so popular and got these mandates that he did, probably the fastest growing political party. Do you think somewhere the hopes of the people have crashed a bit, if this is the one way that people have spoken to agencies? Because exit polls basically are what people are telling these agencies when they are coming out of voting. Somewhere hopes have crashed. Do you think you haven't been able to come up to the expectation of giving different kind of politics, and that has become the bane of the Aam Aadmi Party?
Navika ji, exit polls are not exact polls.
True.
And in 2013, the students who were studying in tin shed schools, now they are getting world-class education facilities. Whom do you think they'll vote for? The women who have been given free rides are going for jobs and to colleges without hesitation. Whom do you think they'll vote for?
True.
Someone who's getting free 24/7 electricity.
Through your campaign.
They have witnessed the impact of the governance in Delhi. They will certainly vote for Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal. ये सारे exit polls गलत होंगे 8 तारीख को.
सारे 8 के 8.
मिठाई बताइए कौन सी खाएंगे आप उस दिन? मैं लेके आऊंगा.
मैं तो आजकल थोड़ा अवॉइड कर रही हूँ.
शुगर फ्री ले आऊंगा, ऐसी कोई दिक्कत
नहीं शुगर फ्री नहीं, फैट फ्री, शुगर फ्री कुछ भी.
How much does it take for you to say that the exit polls are wrong to that the EVMs are faulty? ये जानना है आपसे.
अब कम से कम आप ये तो नहीं कहेंगे कि EVM गलत थे, इलेक्शन कमीशन गलत था, उन्होंने ये कर दिया वो कर दिया.
देखिए इलेक्शन कमीशन and Delhi police, they both are working as campaign managers of Bharatiya Janata Party.
And also Congress. I'm being joined by Sandeep Dikshit of the Aam Aadmi Party of the Congress. What have I said? Totally sinful. Sandeep Dikshit, thank you very much for joining me here on Times Now's exit poll. So far, 8 polls on the screen. Each one of them is giving BJP the majority, and the Aam Aadmi Party, literally, to put it mildly, is seeing a crash of sorts. Do you believe exit polls will be true, or do you believe, as every politician says, exit poll हमेशा गलत होते हैं?
नहीं, I haven't seen the exit polls. I'm just hearing from what you're saying. I'm of this very, very firm opinion that the way Congress fought this election, it's really Congress's putting up of different agendas, Congress's campaign, and the way we critique the government and others. We've actually changed the equation of the entire election. Where it goes to, how much it goes to, we'll all come to know on the 8th. And I don't think there's any point in either contradicting the exit polls or accepting that. But I would say I'm very satisfied and happy with the fact that the kind of campaign we tried to bring in, I think, I don't know what the percentages are showing, what these exit polls are showing, I'm not sure of that. But I think Congress has played a significant role in changing the equation of the government, in case your exit polls are correct.
Well, so let me ask you, average of the 8 exit polls gives a range of 39 to 47 seats to the BJP, 23 to 31 to the Aam Aadmi Party, 0 to 1 to the Congress Party. The Congress Party may not have got numbers, but has it actually succeeded in cutting the votes of the Aam Aadmi Party? And is that objective that the Aam Aadmi Party, which it wanted to avoid, has the Congress actually achieved that?
I wouldn't know, because these are numbers of seats. It hasn't given percentage of votes that is projected. I think once those numbers start coming in, maybe we'll work on that. But very clearly, as I said again, I'm just assuming that your numbers are correct. I don't want to argue. Either way, we'll come to know the reality on the 8th. But all I'm saying is that we obviously, I believe that we've kind of made a strong comeback in many, many areas. We've grabbed back a lot of the vote in Delhi. We've actually become a party of relevance in Delhi, and I think if that is the case, it will probably be of course not, in case we are not winning the government, that it's not a happy result, but I think it's a satisfactory performance.
Well, Sandeep Dikshit, let's talk about your seat, the New Delhi seat. What's your bet on? Who's winning that seat?
Well, I think Congress is doing well. Seriously, I think we're doing very well.
Are you absolutely confident that Arvind Kejriwal will lose?
I'm very confident that Congress will win. So I suppose the other question automatically gets answered.
Well, Sandeep Dikshit, if these are the numbers and if they hold out, that assumption stays, because we are doing the poll of polls, and this is not one poll that we are looking at. We are looking at the average of 8 polls that have been put out. I want to ask you, if this is the manner in which the Aam Aadmi Party could fare on the 8th of February, do you think this is a shift in national politics? The first political startup, so to speak, could finally be facing its nemesis, given the fact that it came back to the old political mode that people wanted a change from?
I think the biggest problem that the Aam Aadmi faced was it lived up to none of its promises. Its promises were not just giving something free and, making something easier for people to access. It was this whole game of what they were, the fact that they wanted people to believe that if there's anybody honest on earth, it was them, that they could bring alternate or different politics. They had come out of a movement and they used the various elements of that movement to bring a character to themselves, which was very, very untrue of them. So I think they've actually not been able to face up to the image they had built upon them. And I think once people start realizing that, then the reaction against a party can be quite vicious, and probably this is what the case is. I also think that when you use the word nemesis, I think for Aam Aadmi Party, in case this is the result, as I said, I'm just assuming this is the result. I'm not making any other prediction. I think it's going to be a problem of survival and extinction. I don't think it's a party that can survive too much as an opposition, at least in Delhi, for too long.
Do you think if Arvind Kejriwal loses, Aam Aadmi Party will survive? Hypothetical, but need to ask that question.
I think they'll find it very difficult. It's a one-person party as of now.
And if they were to perform in the manner in which the polls show, what is the one biggest factor that's taken its toll on the performance of the Aam Aadmi Party?
I think the fact that they thought that they could always, I'm sorry for using a word, but they could cheat everybody all the time. They could, fool everybody all the time in case this is the result. And I think finally, it's kind of their lies have come home.
Well, thank you very much, Sandeep Dixit, for joining us here, and wish you all the very best for your own election in the New Delhi constituency. Tough task, tough job at hand. But then you are Sheila Dixit's son, and that legacy is difficult for any Delhiite who's old enough, to have seen those years in Delhi. Well, we do hope people will remember that legacy, and Sandeep Dixit, well fought, whatever be the result. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now.